I've got some amazing news. He's alive. I'm pleased to announce that Jesus is alive. Yes. It's crazy, isn't it? The Easter story. It's a magical story. It's the happiest time in the church's calendar. It's a story of good over evil, life over death, love over sin. It's that complete magical concept. And that's got quite lost over time because, Easter mixes a lot of its traditions with pagan histories and other kinds of traditions. So the essence of the story gets lost. The concept that Jesus came into Jerusalem for his Jewish Passover festival that he was very akin to, and the Lord's Supper actually was a Passover meal. And I think we forget simple things like that a lot of the time. And we lose the core essence of the story. We get lost in, Easter and its eggs and its rabbits and blah, blah, blah. Actually, we lose that reality of what Easter is supposed to be. And, it's really interesting when you think about Jesus being raised from the dead on the third day, the resurrection. Because just before Jesus came into Jerusalem for the Passover meal, his disciples had seen him actually raise Lazarus from the dead. All his friends and followers had seen Lazarus raised from the dead. In fact, that miracle was actually his probably final act that put the nail in Jesus' coffin. That was the final thing where all the priests and the high chiefs were like, this is it. Gotta get rid of him. So they weren't it wasn't a surprise to them for somebody to be raised from the dead because they'd seen it happen. Jesus had done it himself. But somehow they lost all hope. And why? Well, I think it's because when Jesus came here and showed the upside down kingdom for what it really is supposed to be, people saw things finally through God's eyes. It's like someone gives you £1 million and they take it away. You have it for 1 week and then they take it away. For that 1 week you taste what it's like to be a millionaire. And then they take that away from you and it's like, it's soul destroying. And you forget the fact that, you might get that £1 million back. You forget that concept because you've tasted gold. And I believe that's what it was. His followers, his disciples, they tasted gold. They saw things through God's eyes for the first time. Truly through God's eyes for probably the first time in their lives, in history. And that was powerful. And then all hope was lost when that was destroyed. But we know the story. We know the story of Jesus. There's an iron rule in place. The Romans. There's a hope for a saviour. Saviour comes, he looks nothing like the hope they expected. But then the new hope is realised that actually we can see things through God's eyes now. That hope is realised in a completely different way. But then that hope is destroyed. But then the destruction is brought back to life. Victory is won. And actually a new hope, a true hope is established. And life will never be the same again for any of his followers. And for any of us. So, Easter is a time of reflection, recognition, realisation, and then choice. What's your choice going to be? Happy blessed Easter to you all. Thank you.